Now, hello there, ladies and gentlemen, lapis and pentel pen. I am back. My name is Charwin, and I'm Pinoy nurse here in the UK. Now, for those of you who have not seen any of my previous videos yet, I make, usually nursing-related videos. Now, and for today's video, we will be talking about the hoist. Unfortunately though, I am not able to go in depth in this video. I will only be talking about the basics, essential things that you need to know in order for you to operate the machine, the full body hoist, safely and effectively. Now, what is a full body hoist, right? It is a device that is used both in hospitals and in the nursing homes alike. So if you are a Filipino nurse, a Pinoy nurse, or a nurse who's coming here in the UK and will be working in a nursing home or in a high dependency ward in hospital, well, you might want to stick around and continue watching because you might just learn something new or find something interesting in this video. Anyways, like I said earlier, we'll be talking about the hoist. Now, what is a hoist? A hoist is a machine that we use in order to help our patients, our residents, to transfer. This is for people who have problems with their mobility, who are not able to move around by themselves, who are not able to walk safely, or completely unable to move at all. So we use the hoist in order to make our lives, the patients' lives, and the carers' lives easier, right? And without further ado, here is the video to explain what the machine is. There are several brands out there that manufacture and distribute full body hoists. The one you see in this video is just one of them. Here are examples of other brands out there. Unfortunately, when I was shooting this video, I had very limited time. And although I've been given permission by our training team and my manager to actually put out a video including the equipment used in the hospital, they did not, however, allow me to waste resources and to take them away from the wards where they are needed. This is the reason why I am only able to show you the hoist, its function and movement, and the sling used to wrap the patient or resident with. I know I could have done much more to show you what a full body hoist does, but fret not, because like I said earlier, this is just a high level introductory video of the machine. You will undoubtedly receive training on how to use it when working. It's our hospital's policy to clean devices each time before use, especially those that come in contact with patients. For this, we use the Clinell wipes. This is something we need to bear in mind, as some healthcare institutions enforce this while others do not. In our hospital though, they are pretty big on infection control, so we make sure we clean things before we actually use them on patients. On another note, if you are about to take the OSCE, let me tell you now that the Clinell wipe is your friend. You will be using plenty of it during your practice. Now, before we actually go on with using the hoist, let's first identify some of the most basic parts of the machine. I'm not going to identify all. I'm not going to name all of them because I don't really see the need to. All we're going to do is to name the ones that are essential for you to, operate the machine safely. First off, we have the spreader bar with sling hooks. This is where we connect the harness of the sling. Obviously, different hoists will have a different bar or a part that's akin to it, like the blue Arjo Huntley hoist I showed you earlier. We also have the boom, which holds the spreader bar and is lifted up or down by the actuator, as shown here. That's the actuator. We've also got the rear caster or wheels. Now these also hold the brakes, which you can engage or disengage when needed. Then we also have the front caster or the wheels, which help in steering the machine. Now, the next thing we have the base. The base actually spreads, like in majority of hoists, and they're also necessary to maintain balance when lifting and moving the person. We've also got the control, which lets you, well, control the thing. And of course, we've got the battery pack to power the machine. So the slings for the hoist actually come in different sizes. There's extra small, I think, a small, medium, large, extra large, and some also come as disposable ones, like the ones used in the hospital. They are thrown away right after a patient is discharged. In the nursing home, on the other hand, they use reusable kind. These are the ones that a resident of that nursing home can use for years, as long as it's deemed in good working condition. Okay, they can go ahead and wash it. That's fine. That's perfectly fine. As long as this sling is assigned to that specific person, it shouldn't be used by a different resident. That's what I'm trying to say. Besides the different parts of a hoist, there are also things that you need to remember when operating a machine. One, there needs to be two people operating it always. One needs to control the machine, the other one needs to assist the patient on it. Okay? Another thing, before you actually use the machine, make sure to do an inspection. Right? Ensure that the machine is regularly serviced. There should be a sticker or a tag somewhere on the machine saying when it's due for maintenance. Make sure the company or the hospital actually puts that machine on regular maintenance. Okay, what's next? Ensure that you disengage the brakes when using the machine. This is very important, especially when lifting patients out of the bed, because the machine shifts. When lifting the patient, it needs to find its center of gravity. So it needs to move, the wheels need to be free to move in order for it to find that sweet spot. Okay? And when you're not using the machine, make sure to engage the brakes. Okay? You don't want that machine running around on its own. Another thing, and it's very important, never leave a patient on his or her own while on the machine, on the air, especially for confused people. Now, I would have liked to show you how the thing actually works with a person on it. Unfortunately, I do not have the time nor the resources to do that. What I mean is, I'm not allowed to actually use that sling, and because it needs to be thrown away after, right? I can't be wasting resources here. So unfortunately, this is all I can do for now. So that is all we have for today. Now, if you found value in this video, please go ahead and hit like and subscribe, and make sure to click on the notification button as well so that you get notified whenever I upload nursing related videos. Once again, this has been Charwin, and I'm Pinoy Nurse here in the UK.